ඇඩ්වර්ටයිස් කරන්න තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි හිතමු දර්ශි ස්ටෝර්ස් එක දාලා nobody knows that you have a stores. මේ කඩේ තියෙන පොඩ්ඩක් ඇතුළ පාරක හොඳ රිටේල් ෂොප් එකක්. but main road එකට ගෙවල් 3ක් විතර ඇතුලෙන් තමයි buildings 3ක් විතර ඇතුලෙන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. හොඳ parking එකක් එක්ක තියෙනවා. නමුත් මිනිස්සු දන්නේ නැහැ. you put a small notice board also on top of the road. එතන මිනිස්සු දන්නවා. ඔන්න වෙබ්සයිට් එකේ ඇඩ් කරන Google ඇඩ්වර්ටයිස්මන්ට් එකක් දානවා. අන හොයන මිනිස්සෙට එකපාරටම එනවා. කඩයක් හොය යන මිනිස්සෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නැත්නම් වෙන මොනවා හරි අයිටම් එකක් ගන්න මිනිස්සෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔන්න හම්බ වෙනවා දර්ශි ස්ටෝර්ස් online. Now when you look at the operation, that is just the visibility and things. Now, when it comes for operation, there are few changes. Certain online retailers are keeping inventory, keeping either a huge or a smaller inventory. But certain online retailers are not keeping a single inventory. Not keeping a single inventory. So without keeping a single inventory, what do they do? So let's say as an example, www.darshi.com, darshistores.com. Kila dala, you started a retail. Then how do you have stock here? So you can't keep a stock on behalf of them because you don't know whether it will sell or not. What do? You come up with an agreement with suppliers. I'm just taking hypothetically, okay? Anchor එකත් එක්ක කියනවා. Sunlight කට්ටියත් එක්ක, Unilever, Nestle කට්ටියත් එක්ක ඔයා දාගන්නවා agreement. So what do? I mean, okay, let's say computer supply කරන අයත් එක්ක එහෙම එක කට්ටියත් එක්ක you said, okay, I have a shopping cart. I will display your product, right, in my shopping cart. Whenever I get the order, I will come and pick from you, and then then I can invoice, I can deliver to the final client. එතකොට client online ඇවිල්ලිවලා දර්ශි ස්ටෝර්ස් එකට order එක දාලා ඉවර වෙලා උනාට පස්සේ ඔයා මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? ඔයා ටක් ගාලා යනවා supply ගාවට ගිහිල්ලා මට order එකක් ආවා මෙන්න මේ බඩු ටික දෙන්න කියලා I mean you collect those items from the supplier, particular supplier, and go and deliver to the client. The client already paid the items. Okay. To make it more smoother right now, you even install certain systems in your supplier end. දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට ඔයා shopping cart එකේ item එක display කරාට පස්සේ ඔයා customer ගේ order එක ආවට පස්සේ supplier ගාවට යනකොට supplier කියනවා දර්ශි you should have told me, no, I don't have the stock right now. Now the next shipment comes in 3 months. දැන් ඔයාගේ customer ඔයාට ගෙවලත් ඉවරයි. සුම්මනේ එතකොටනේ you have to get all the blame from the customer. So I mean the technology is there where you talk about intranet system where you connect all your supplier. එතකොට supplier ගේ inventory එක visible. supplier ගේ බඩු නැත්තම් ටක් ගාලා shopping cart එකෙන් automatically අයින් වෙනවා. ඔය වගේ systems තියෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් if you are pretty strong like Amazon and even to a certain extent Wow and all these people are now doing, they are having the very small inventory and even a physical store sometimes to display certain items. You might even do that, right? So sometimes, let's say you are selling bit of expensive products, the customer might sometimes need to touch and feel the item. Rather going to a different vendor, they might come to you and see the product, which is whatever available in display, and get the new one from your shopping cart. So it comes in a different ways. You can't say in a one particular way, but generally what you got to identify here, online mechanism is the platform. Business approach is same. Online දැම්මට වැඩක් නැහැ ඔයා market කරන්න නැත්තම්. ඔයා කඩයක් වගේ open කරලා තියෙනවා board එකක්වත් මුකුත් ගහන්නේ නැහැ, right? මිනිස්සුන්ට බඩු ටිකවත් display වෙන්න පේන්නේ නැහැ, right? මනුස්සයා කඩේ ඇතුළට ආවොත් තමයි බඩු ටිකවත් පේන්නේ කියලා දැම්මොත් මිනිස්සු people don't know whether it is a retail shop or not. So similarly, the website. You have to do marketing. You have to identify which area you are planning to do. Are you planning to run the entire island? So if that is the case, now let's say as an example, you got to deliver. Now in physical store, the customer comes to you and buy the stuff and go. Here and there you might do delivery, but online you have to arrange the delivery, right? Certain policies are there, and maintaining those policies, you have to arrange the delivery. For that, are you going to use your own delivery system, or are you planning to use another third-party delivery company? So let's say the courier company. So like that, you have to arrange all these, and at the same time, people are paying online. Then කඩේට ඇවිල්ලා සල්ලි දීලා බඩු අර ගන්නවා වගේ නෙමෙයි. People are paying online. Now for that you need to get kind of a thing called the payment gateways. So you have to talk to a particular bank or a financial institute, and you have to get a payment gateway, because people should be able to pay online. So you have to connect with them also. So like that podi මේකක් තියෙනවා okay process එක. And also, and after that you have to කඩේ අර ලස්සන්ට arrange කරනවා වගේ. එක දවසකට මුදලාලි පුටුව අරගෙන එක පැත්තකට එනවා, තව දවසකට මුදලාලිගේ සතියක් විතර ගියාට පස්සේ මුදලාලි හිතනවා අනේ මේ පැත්තට ඩිස්ප්ලේ එක තියෙනවට වඩා හොඳයි අනිත් පැත්තට දානවා කියලා. එතකොට සන්ලයිට් ටික මේ වම් පැත්තෙන් දකුණු පැත්තට දානවා, දකුණු පැත්තෙන් වම් පැත්තට ඩිස්ප්ලේ arrange කරනවා time to time නේ. Merchandising arrange කරන time. Like that your shopping cart also should change time to time to give some kind of a new look. Appearance. කඩේ paint කරනවා වගේ shopping cart එකේ color එක, background color එක, theme එක වෙනස් කරනවා. Color එක වෙනස් කරනවා. Font colors වෙනස් කරනවා. So images appear වෙන විදිය වෙනස් කරනවා. So like that different styles are there to bring appearance. Segmentation මේවා කරන එකත් ඔය විදියටම තමයි යන්නේ. So it's a long story short, right? So I can talk more, but මම සරල විදියට කිව්වේ, because if I talk about that ඒක ගොඩක් වෙලා යනවා practically. I will not be able to do it now. පැහැදිලිද දර්ශි?
ඔව් සර්, පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. දැන් අපේ කස්ටමර්ස් ලගෙන් ඕඩර්ස් ගන්න එක, ඊට පස්සේ පේමන්ට් ගේට්වේ එකක්, ඒ කියන්නේ පේමන්ට්ස් හැන්ඩල් කරන එක, ඩිලිවර් කරන එක, ඒ ඔක්කොම සේල්ස් ටීම් එකේ රෙස්පොන්සිබිලිටි නේ. මට කන්ෆියුස් තැනකට තියෙන්නේ දැන් අපි අර සප්ලයර් එක කරන ඇග්‍රීමන්ට්ස් නුත් ඒකත් මේ ඔන්ලයින් සේල්ස් ටීම් එකේ රෙස්පොන්සිබිලිටි එකක්ද?
Usually it's like this. Now here, okay, මේ operation එකේදී sales team එක කියලා කියන ඒගොල්ලන්ට even supplier handling අයිති. Now let's say as example, okay, you don't need to be a procurement man. So you're convincing a supplier to supply and sell in your shopping cart. That also pretty challenging. හිතන්න එපා ඔයා shopping cart එකක් දාපු පළියට කට්ටියම ඇවිල්ලා ඔයාගේ shopping cart එකේ එන්න darshi.com එකට අපි බඩු දෙන්නම් darshi. No, they are not like that. That itself is having some kind of a approach. Okay, so that is also part of the salesperson in this kind of a nature more than the procurement. Agreement part, the policy decision and all these things you can take into a legal side and do the designing part of the agreement. And finally, salesperson goes even and talk to the supplier and convince the supplier to supply. Because now let's say as example, you get a supplier to a shopping cart, and that supplier doesn't, okay, is not active, no any promotions, nothing, and you know, so that product category is not moving properly because the supplier support is not there, and supplier is not giving any promotion. So you have to have a proper person to talk to the supplier and say, look here, so we'll work on particular campaign for your product so that you can increase your sales. So that is also, unlike the other operation, the sales people are involving to find the suppliers also. It's true what you say. Clear, Dharani? So the procurement managers la etanin ehata inventory eha meha yawana ekata procurement manager placing the order, because the salesperson convince the supplier also and bring the supplier in. Salesperson even convince the online buyer. අපි online chatting එකක් යනවා කියලා chatbot කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි නම් online chatting එකක් යනවා නම් salesperson online chat කරලා තමයි convince කරන්නේ client. So like that, even for supplier end, the salesperson is involving. Clear?
Oh, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? දැන් ඔතනට ඕගොල්ලන්ට අර සෙකන්ඩ් එකේදී ආන්සර් එක ඔතන ඔයකෙත් තියෙනවා. එතකොට sales person remember Dharani, are you working for any shopping cart or something or what? Where are you working? Dharani නෙමෙයි Darshini.
So actually, I don't work, but I'm a freelancer. Actually, I'm into fashion and modeling.
You are having a shopping cart?
No.
No, you are into fashion and modeling.
Yes.
You are a fashion designer and the model?
No, actually, I model for some brands.
Oh, okay, good. What are the brands? We might have seen you there.
No, I am currently living in Mathura. So there are some brands, clothing brands here. So I have some agreement. So I work for them.
Okay, good, good. ඔන්න අපිට ඉන්නවා මොඩල් කෙනෙක් අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් ඉස්සරහට ඇඩ්වර්ටයිස්මන්ට්ස් වලදී නේ. Good, good. Right. So අර විදිහට තමයි shopping carts වල වෙන්නේ. පැහැදිලි නේද පුතාට?
Oh, sir.
Okay. Good. So in your case also, they are coming and giving agreements with you. No, you are one of the supplier over there, right? එතකොට either company owner, the brand owner, mostly the person who is into sales side are basically into these agreement part. Right.
ඔව් සත්‍යම බ්‍රෑන්ඩ්ස් වලට වැඩ කරනවා කියන එක අපිට මේ හරිම ඒ කියන්නේ chances ලැබෙනවා අඩුයි. එතකොට තව ගොඩක් beauticians ලත් එක තමයි මම වැඩ කරන්නේ. කියන්නේ එක concept තියෙනවා bridal modeling, fashion modeling එහෙම ගොඩක් වැඩ කරන්නේ මේ විදිහට.
Okay, super. Good, 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 good. Why do you want? Why you thought of doing sales management?
No, actually, I'm currently studying at the final year business management degree. I'm following business management degree at the Open University of Sri Lanka. Actually, recently, I'm done with all the final examinations. So I'm hoping to, one day, I'm hoping to start a small business. So I think this knowledge is very important for me.
Okay, good, good. Very good, very good. That's good to have.
Sir, thank you.
Right, okay. Okay, now we are coming into part 3. We are coming into part 3. Right? Okay, what is the part 3 of the assignment? Not the part 3. Task 1, part C. Sorry. Briefly explain the job description of each member of your sales team. Job description, right? Of each member in your sales team. Now the sales team structure done. Now the sales team structure done. Now we talk about the JDs part. So how can someone come up with a question? Can someone come up with a question? Can someone come up with a question? Question in the sense the topic. මම කරලා වැඩ නෑනේ ඔක පොඩ්ඩක් හිතන්න එපා නැත්නම් මේක ගෙඩි පිටින් ඔක්කොම ගෙනලා අත්තරේ මේකම. Right? Can someone come up with a topic for this task? Yes. Yeah, Pradeep.
Can you hear, sir?
Yes.
Briefly explain job description of each member in your sales team.
Yes. So what is the topic you can bring it to the content page?
Function of the sales team.
Okay. What else? What else? Good, good. Good, good. අපිට මේකෙන් ගන්න briefly explain the job description. Job description කියලා කියපු ගමන් job description එක ඇතුලේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? What does it include? මොකද අපිට ඒ question එකම ගෙනල්ලා copy කරන එක කැතයිනේ මෙතන.
Roles and responsibilities.
Superb. Who was saying that? Who was saying
I'm Krishan.
Krishan. Superb.
Yeah.
Superb. So you can say roles and responsibilities, right? Responsibilities. Here, you can talk about of sales team. එතන job description කියලා කිව්වම bit of a technical one, right? So you talk about, right, their roles and the responsibilities as sales team. So you have to design in a way where it gives some kind of a attraction to the reader, right? It gives some kind of attraction to the reader. Task 1 එකේ ඔච්චරයි structure එකට තියෙන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ ඕගොල්ලන්ට කරන්න දේ ඕකම copy කරලා හිස්තැන් පුරවන්න තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Right. So we are coming into task 2. Clear? Any question in task 1? Any question in task 1? Yeah, who is this? Any question in task 1? Yes, Krishan. Yeah, go ahead, Krishan.
So Mahesh, I just want to know this task 1A, you have mentioned introduction to the company and online retail industry, right? And in that,
Krishan, hurry. Can't hear you properly.
That you have mentioned subheadings. So can't we make it one overall?
I couldn't hear you properly. I heard the last bit only. Can't we make one overall කියන එක විතරයි මට ඇහුනේ. ඉතුරු ටික ඇහුන්නේ නැහැ. ඉස්සරහ ටික ඇහුන්නේ නැහැ. What were you saying? Must be a signal issue. So come up with the question. It's okay, Krishan, even later, right? So you all can design the content. මම නිකන් මේ draft content එකක් දෙන්නේ මෙතන. ඕගොල්ලෝ එක කතා කර මේකම copy කරන්න එපා. දැන් ඊට පස්සේ මේකම copy කරලා ඔක්කොම මේක ගැහුවොත් මෙතනත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. I'm just giving a draft content, right? You all can design the content. I'm just telling you the structure. මේ විදිහට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් structure එක එන්න ඕන ටික cover වෙන්න ඕන විදියයි මම දෙන්නේ. You all can design the content. Krishan, your line is not clear anyway. So what you can do, you can ask the question again. Sir, so yes.
Letter again no එකත් උඩින්ද?
ඉතින් අපි අර මුලින් කතා වුණේ letter එක වෙනවා acknowledgement එක වෙනකොට letter එක දාන්න පුළුවන්. letter එක දාලා ඉවර වෙලා. right? එතනින් පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. okay? cover letter එක එතනින් දාන්න. right. So we'll move on to the task 2. We'll move on to the task 2.
Mr. Mahesh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. Tell me.
Yeah, so Anister again. So executive summary and the introduction both are same, yeah?
No, introduction to the company, no, executive summary is the overall summary of the entire project.
So we can, my question is, so we can put executive summary or else introduction.
No.
Is it okay?
No, it's two different things. You have to have executive summary separately. It's a must.
Okay.
Introduction is the company introduction. Executive summary is the overall summary along with whatever the strategies you talk about, whatever the models, whatever the key findings, everything you summarize into one A4, one single sheet. So that is the executive summary. And that is not the introduction. Introduction in the sense simply maybe the company introduction, simply maybe the introduction to the industry or whatever. So that is completely different, because even under the executive summary, you talk about all the tasks that are discussed under the entire project. Summarizing the key findings, the key concepts, the key strategies, the model what you are using and all these things. The cream, more than the cream, it's like cherry out of the whole cake, right? So introduction එක කියලා කියන්නේ ඒක වෙනස්. Okay. Thank you, Aniston. Good that you are asking that question. Right. So we are coming into the task 2. Task 2, conduct the market segmentation analysis. Right. අපි කියමු කාට හරි කියවන්නේ කියලා නැත්නම් මේක මම්ම කියවනවා මම්ම කරනවා මේ වැඩේ හරියන්නේ. නිපුන්, I can see 0009. 0009, Nipun. Nipun, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shall we read the task 2?
Yeah. Select one product category of your choice from the online business and critically evaluate the following. A. Conduct market segmentation analysis and identify the correct target market for selected product category. You must mention the segmentation and targeting strategy you have selected in this study.
Good. Thank you very much. Right, super. So here, look at this. Select a product category of your choice, okay, from online business and critically evaluate the following. Now there are, when you read the first question, they talk about segmentation and targeting. Okay, first question they talk about segmentation and targeting. So let's read the second question. Okay, Buddhi, can we read the second question? Buddhi 18 00018. Buddhi. Buddhi, are you there? Buddhi, are you there? Demika, are you there? 0019. Demika. Demika, are you there? Dulini. Dulini, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Dulini, part B එක question එක.
Suggest a suitable positioning strategy to capture the mindset of selected target market for the product category.
Okay, now the first question they said segmentation and targeting. Part B of the same question they talk about positioning. Thank you, Dulani. Okay, then අපි තව එක්කෙනෙක් ගමු Kritika. Kritika. Are you there? Kritika 0047. 0047. Kritika, I don't know. Kritika, I don't know. Inad. Okay, we'll get another one. Come on, කළා තියලා ගිහිල්ලාද කොහෙද මට නම් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Okay. Okay. Who is this? Ishanika. Okay, Ishanika. Read the part C. Ishanika 0066. Ishanika, read me the part 3. Ishanika, read me the part 3. Varuni 69. Varuni, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, Varuni, read me the part 3, will you, Puta?
Briefly explain the marketing mix elements of selected product category.
Okay, now see, Varuni, hold on. Huh? Varuni, tell me the first two questions, what are the areas they were asking? Part A.
Part A, segmentation part, and part B, positioning.
Part A, is it only segmentation?
And target market.
Yes. Part B.
Strategies also. Yeah.
Part B.
Part B, positioning and mindset.
Okay, positioning strategies. So the task A and task B, part A and part B talks about segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Part C is talking about marketing mix. ඔය තුනම දාලා තමයි අපි main heading එක හදන්න ඕනේ මේකේ. So can someone suggest? Can someone suggest? Can someone suggest? Guys, come on. You all have to talk. You all have to suggest. නැත්තම් නවත්තනවා. නැත්තම් මගේ coverage එකට යනවා. If you all not suggesting. මොකද මම දෙන එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ කළා වැඩක් නැහැ. නැත්තම් මම මගේ සිලබස් එක ඉවර කළා දාලා පැත්තට යනවා. Safia tell me. Safia 00128. Sales කරන්න මම කතා කරවන්න තියෙන අමාරු බලපල්ලා. Sales කරන්න yes, who is this?
Market positioning analysis.
Market positioning analysis, Kandasamy. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll see. Another one.
Sir, STP analysis.
STP analysis. Very good. Okay. So what about STP analysis keyword? What about the part C, Puta?
STP and marketing mix analysis.
What are these elements? What are these? What are these things? What are these things we call?
Marketing tools.
Marketing tools. Okay. Okay. What type of marketing tools? I will come up in that way. What type of marketing tools?
Online product positioning.
Online product positioning. Okay. Someone said marketing tool. Huh? Guys, pain on it. Yes, Pradeep, go ahead. Pradeep, you said something.
Segmentations.
Segmentation. So what about the part C then? Segmentation.
Prospecting method.
Prospecting methods. Okay. Very good, Chandrasena.
Marketing plan.
Marketing plan.
Yes.
It's a broader thing. Okay. But inside yes. Go ahead, Pradeep.
Target marketing strategies and marketing mix strategies.
Okay. Target marketing strategies and marketing mix strategies. Both are what? Both are? Strategies.
Marketing tools to capture in marketing.
Both are strategies, my dear friends. Now look, right? Segmentation is a strategy. Targeting is a strategy. Positioning is a strategy. Marketing mix designing is a strategy, right? Then we can take segmentation as subheading, targeting as subheading, positioning as subheading, marketing mix approach as subheading. Under which main heading?
Marketing
strategic approach. Marketing strategies වල තව තියෙනවා ඊට වඩා එහා Aniston, right? So we can say strategic approach. මොකද marketing strategies කියලා කිව්වොත් marketing strategies වල දෙකයි අපි මෙතන පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Right? We can say strategic approach. We can say strategic approach. Just say strategic approach. මොකද question එකේ කතා වෙනවා, right? We said okay, segmentation, targeting, selected product category, right? So I mean all these are what අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ strategies විදියට. Strategies විදියට. එහෙනම් අපි ඒක දානවා මේකේ as the main topic strategic approach කියලා. So subheading එක දානවා segmentation strategies or strategies, then targeting strategies, positioning strategies, marketing mix strategies. එතකොට අපි complete cover කරනවා ඒ strategic approach ටික. දැන් මොකද මෙතන completely assignment එකේ කතා කරන්නේ critically evaluate, right? Okay. Select the product category of your choice and choice from the online business and critically evaluate the following. එහෙනම් strategic approach. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට කියන්න බලන්න critically අපිට දාන්න බලන්න critical evaluation. Critical evaluation of strategic approach. එහෙම දාන්න බලන්න ඉංග්‍රීසි ආරේ නේද critical evaluation of strategic approach, critical evaluation of කියන්නේ critical evaluation of strategic approach කියලා අපිට කියන්නේ. පැහැදිලිද? එතකොට මුළු points ටිකම කතා කරන්න අපි එක heading එකක් දාලා ඊළඟ points ටික sub heading එකක් ඇතුලේ sub headings වල දාන්න. Clearද? ඕක තමයි structure එක. ඊට පස්සේ ඕගොල්ලන්ට දාන්න පුළුවන් overall conclusion, then referencing, annexures තියෙනවා නම් ඒවා දාන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ content page එක හදනකොට පොඩ්ඩක් guys පිළිවෙලකට හදන්න. right space තියලා මේවා ඇතුලේ sub headings ඕගොල්ලන්ට දාන්න ඕන නම් ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ. දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට අපිට මේක marketing mix වලට ඕගොල්ලන්ට ඕන නම් sub headings දාන්න. product, the pricing strategies, the promotion, the මොනවද කියලා. segmentation strategies වලට ඕගොල්ලන්ට sub headings දාන්න අවශ්‍ය නම් if you really need it. I'm not saying